Welcome back to some more Granblue Fantasy Relink. It's been a minute since I last played this on stream. I mean, I've been playing it here and there off stream. I can show probably the biggest achievement I've made since then. There was like a long multiple month period though that I haven't touched the game for, so don't get your hopes too high that I did crazy insane progress. But if I swap parties real quick, we go to this one. Should be able to see it in gear. Yeah, I think you can tell there. That's a fully awakened weapon right there. Her weapon has been fully maxed out. It's not a Bahamut weapon. I'm still working on that. I haven't grinded that fight too much. I'm kind of working my way to the point where I can pretty easily do that. But I'm not at a point... Like, I can co-op it fine. If, like, all the other 3 people know what they're doing. But co-op isn't the most active anymore, sadly, so that is a slight problem. Yeah, don't mind these character builds right now here, because these are just random characters in the back. They're not actually built for this team. The other team has all the characters built, because this is my full auto team. But, yeah, for now, we're gonna do some Fate episodes. Hopefully it should be fine without me fully building a character. Hopefully just random... random character builds are good enough. I'm pretty sure I have Rockham and Ferry are both at a pretty good point mastery-wise. Oh, no, it's not Rockham. It's, Eugen. So Eugen and Ferry are the ones that I can do pretty easily. Hey, yo. Sup, business? Hi. How are you? Any other character I finished? I mean, some of these characters might be fine, like Cagliostro, 75% on both. Probably good enough to do her... Actually, I already did her story now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure we already did it, so we don't... Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do Eugen and Ferry, unless I already did Eugen. I don't think I've already done Eugen. Let me find out. Have I done Eugen? No, I have not. Okay. Yeah, so Ferry and Eugen we can do. Hell yeah! Eugen, I think I'm building specifically because he's really good for auto teams. So I really want him done for that. And Ferry is because she cute. Very cute. And then... I don't know who I'm going to build after Ferry. Maybe Rosetta? Or Catalina? I don't really care for playing as them both, though. And that's the thing. Like, I like the characters, but playing as them's a bit eh. But, yeah, we'll start with Eugen, since he's kind of the more important one for me to do. And then we'll do Ferry. Yeah, so nothing too exciting. We're just gonna kind of be listening to stories.
I once gave up being a skyfarer.
That'll
so
be pretty much it.
Arms to protect my home island, Auguste. Man, she was special. You see, there aren't too many places in Fana Grande with oceans, much less ones as gorgeous and pristine as Auguste's. And I'd
Good
be
old
damned
ocean
if I
island
stood
with
by as
the
the Earth's Day
Leviathan.
Empire sullied its waters with the byproducts of their weapons research. It goes without saying that I enlisted. Good thing, too, because it was in the midst of the ensuing war that I met the Grand Cipher crew. They helped us, the local mercenaries, I mean, take a stand against those Imperial punks. It wasn't a picnic, but we weren't gonna go down without a fight. In the end, the war wasn't decided by either side, but by the patron deity of the land, Leviathan, who damn near drowned Auguste in a fit of rage. Anybody's troubles would have seemed small
My
compared
bad.
to a battle like that.
You're banned for what?
Well, not long
For eating?
after, as if irony
That's
was
no
waiting
big deal.
to bite me on the ass,
It's fine.
a strange daughter showed up out of the blue. I know what you're thinking. What kind of parent wouldn't rejoice at seeing their child again? But it's complicated, and it's all my fault.
It's
The way
complicated.
Apollonia looked at me, like a wolf staring down her bunny-eared breakfast. I couldn't face her. But this crew, there was something about their vitality, you know? Here were these young'uns standing against
Yeah, I
impossible
mostly
odds and
know
coming out
Eugen's
stronger
story
for
from
it.
the main game.
Maybe if this old man took good notes, he could eventually have an honest conversation with his own baby girl. So, I asked to join the crew, and took up a life of skyfaring once again. The next time my daughter and I met, I wouldn't let fear and regret keep me from moving forward.
5k points is yes sir. Hey. Look at that 10 HP stat increase and that 3 attack stat increase. Much power. The percentage gained is so good. So good. Need at least 20k? What are you planning to do with 20k points? Oh, I meant to do the shocked expression there. I accidentally clicked the hello. But I mean, it fits because hello, retro. But also, 20k points? Nani? What the frick you got planned with 20k points? I'm trying to think what would need that much. Okay, you're maybe doing a big head mode, you know? You may be a model swap, and then you're doing the upgrade, and then you're doing a ton, all 10 of probably the other upgrade, I assume. That's not 20k, though. I'm scared. How many of a certain one are gonna get spammed? Oh no. Need it for reasons. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we just see him in a room.
My daughter end up estranged? Well, the first thing you need to know is that my wife was stricken by a terminal illness. I refused to listen to the doctors. Terminal my foot.
So we're gonna get the whole story of him and his daughter, I guess, for the start.
And so, I left my family at home, crisscrossing the skies looking for a cure. Got into a lot of adventures along the way, and somehow ended up making a name for myself. But no matter how far and wide I traveled, the cure eluded me. And while I was away, my wife, she breathed her last. I wasn't there for her when she needed me most. I never even got the chance to say goodbye. Regret and self-loathing crashed over me in never-ending waves, threatening to pull me under. You can't even begin to imagine the pain. And there was nothing I could do about it. It was all my fault. My daughter spent countless days looking after her sick mother, fighting off fear and dread. It's not hard to imagine why she hates me. She must have asked herself time and again, why was her father gallivanting across the skies? while his family suffered. By the time I finally came home,
Tired and sore.
she was long
Oh
gone.
no.
There were no
And
other
I'm a bit
relatives
tired
to
from
turn
work.
to.
Today was a real
The
busy
only
day.
family she'd known was no more. All I could do was stand, dazed and helpless, in the cold, empty shell of the home we'd made.
Yeah, real busy Friday. Kind of also why I'm doing just this, because this is mostly just sit back, let the story happen. I chill. I don't gotta do it much. You know, I mean, there will be fighting stages. This one and this one should be actual combat stages that I do stuff in. But as for the rest, we chill. We sit back and chill. Tomorrow.
After that,
At least for
15
my
years
time zone
passed.
tomorrow. I don't know about your time
I
zone.
met the captain. Through my travels with the crew, reunited with my daughter. This might surprise you, but we didn't have a tearful, touching father-daughter reunion the second time around either. I spent so long telling myself that the next time we
Yeah,
met,
it'll be about
I'd face up to my past.
15 hours from now, I think, is when it should start.
What could I possibly say or do
Around
for
that
her as a
time.
father after all this time? Any courage I'd mustered withered in the face of her scorn, and I was left standing there, feeling like an old bastard. Sometime after this heartwarming reunion, I bonded with Leviathan, and through our link, saw glimpses of what lay in my daughter's heart. I thought I had escaped
You
all those
bonded with
painful
Leviathan?
memories, but
Okay, maybe this is further than I have gotten in the
in that
mobile
world
game.
created by the pact with Leviathan, my wife was
Or
still
browser
alive.
game is actually more
I saw
accurate.
how things might have been if I had done things differently. Of course, I knew none of this was real. I would rather stay in a world of memory than live in a cold, lonely reality without her. But she wasn't having any of that. She said I couldn't sacrifice my future to dwell in the past. She made me promise to fix things between myself and our daughter. Said she'd boot me out of the ocean if I came back without completing my task. Her words
Yeah,
finally
it's
gave me
definitely
the
a
push
bit
I
of the
needed
story
to
I
face
haven't
my
gotten to yet in the
past
game. Dang.
and start on the path to a brighter future. They gave me the strength to fight for my daughter in her hour of need. And I'd like to think that I finally did something fatherly, if only just the once. Of course, I don't expect our relationship to be mended with one conversation or act of bravery. But little by little, I think we're getting there.
More stats. Look at that 20 HP. Hell yeah. They get better over time. Once we get to like here, it's like 100 or more increase. But like right now, these early ones, because this is meant to be done in early game. But like, I don't want to like read one story early game and then not read a story till like weeks later. I kind of like reading it all in one go, if possible. Having a giant gap is kind of meh for me.
When Tempeal was hit by a devastating storm, refugees flocked to the safe haven of Volca. We heard the news and docked on the island, which was buzzing with activity. It was clear.
Okay, so
all
now it's to
hands
the
were
unique
needed on
story
deck
that
as
Relink's gonna
reconstruction
have.
efforts got underway. So we walked through the city, looking out for opportunities to help. That's when we saw a distressed young draft. We didn't know the details, but it was plain as day that something wasn't right. He was stumbling around, eyes unfocused, and staring into space. I couldn't shake the feeling that we shouldn't leave him on his own, so we ended up trailing him.
They just followed
We came
him?
to the edge of a
What?
cliff. Though the morning sun shone on our faces, a frigid wind blew down our backs. The draft just stood at the edge, staring at something only he could see. Hey, careful there! With the wind whipping around like this, you might lose your footing! The draft whirled around, taken off guard. After a while, he looked away, shrugging.
Thanks for your concern.
You look like you've got something on your mind. You want a friendly ear, you've got him here.
I guess I do.
He smiled, though the expression didn't reach his eyes. The draft introduced himself as Karzeda.
Interesting.
Back in Tempeal, he was a jeweler's apprentice.
My childhood friend was caught up in that storm. I was in love with her. Could never get up the courage to tell her. And now it's too late.
Karzeda bit down on his lip, as if he was trying to hold back his despair. He went on, telling us that he'd hit a slump in his apprenticeship. Nothing he did could gain his master's approval. His frustration boiled over, and he got into a rip-roaring fight with his friend. Hurt, she fled from the workshop. He didn't go after her.
I wish I had, because that's the day the storm came.
Karzeda's face twisted in agony. He made a mistake, and it ended up costing him someone dear. I could understand all too well.
Man. By the way, is it easily hearable, or should I be turning up the game volume? If it's a bit too quiet, let me know if you want it up a little bit so you can hear it a little easier. Okay, I gotta make a party with Eugen. Let me think. Should I... Is that using my built party? No, this ain't the built party, is it? I don't think this is. No. Okay, wait. Let's back out. Let's back out for a second. Let's back out. We'll go here. We'll go to this party. This party is actually fully built, so that way we guarantee a full team of built characters. Must play as Eugen. Okay. Here's a slight problem. What's the current weapon we have? HP and Garrison. Attack HP. I guess I could do that. Is there like an auto? There's loadouts. That doesn't help me here. We should be fine for this one. Since we got a full team, I'm just going to be doing crappy damage is all. But I think we'll be fine. I don't want to go for the effort of making a full loadout that I'm then going to completely undo. I should have saved his loadout for an auto team at some point, though, before this. I need to look up what his auto build is. It's been a bit.
Illuminated the cliffside. His eyes were watering, and not just from the sun's rays.
When we were kids, we made a promise. Once I became a proper jeweler, I'd share my most treasured secret with her. Cowardly, yes, but that was the only way I could tell her how I felt.
It all made sense now. His deepest, darkest regret was putting off telling her what was in his heart for so long.
We made that promise ages ago. I wouldn't have been surprised if she forgot all about it.
Karzeda paused, as if remembering something. He lifted his gaze to the sky, then continued.
Oh, right. I have to go back to the mines in Tempeal. There are keepsakes of hers there. I don't think she can move on without them.
I could tell how important this was to him. But when the people fled Tempeal, a horde of monsters moved right on in. Actually, forget the fiends. Karzada wasn't in shape to go anywhere right now. What do these keepsakes look like? I can head to the mines and track him down for you. Considering his condition, I wasn't
Alright,
about
so
to
that's
give him
what
room to
our
argue.
quest is gonna be.
Besides, I know all about not being able to share the important stuff with a loved one while there's still time. There's so much I didn't get to tell my family. Even now, thinking of our old house makes my heart ache something fierce. That day, there was no one to greet me when I opened the door. Seeing the cold remains of my home tore open a void in my heart. But you know what? I managed to keep going because my friends were there for me. This time it was my turn to support someone who needed it.
Okay, let's go.
The keepsake should be somewhere around here. Might as well inspect the mine shafts as we go too. Can't just let 'em
Oh, I
run
have
amok.
grenades?
Time to get to work.
Hell yes. Okay. Where do I go now? That way? Okay. Do.
They act like they own the
Grenade.
place. Sorry. You're gonna have to.
He's interesting to play. He's got like a shotgun-ish play style. Yeah, that's what I've heard about him. That's why he's like really recommended as one of the auto characters you use. Just because he is his AI is really dang good, from what I've heard.
Karzada's counting on us to find those keepsakes.
Okay. Over here?
A watering can.
Found
and a
'em.
shovel? These are the keepsakes.
Huh? Did you hear that? Whoa! More goblins! And look at the size of that one!
Goblins brought backup, huh? Fine by me. We got the big one.
That was
Think we
easy.
can rest easy.
Great! Let's head back to town.
Yeesh, the place was crawling with goblins. Good thing we came instead of Karzada.
Easy quest because I got my full team. The only reason I mainly build is just in case there's a quest you gotta do solo with the character, because I know Narmea had that.
But her dream was to grow a variety of flowers and let them bloom all over the land. Knowing how much her dream meant to her, Karzada wanted to bring her gardening tools back and place them in front of her grave. His hands were trembling when I passed them over.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
He was so choked with emotion that each word sounded pained, like thorns sticking in his throat. I kept my eyes on him. It felt like if I looked away for even a second, he'd fade into the great blue beyond. He was still grappling with his hurt. You wanted to say goodbye to her properly, right? Come on, I'll go with you. I slapped him on the shoulder, silently willing him to pull himself together.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Karzada hugged the tools tightly against his chest, his teeth biting down hard on his lip. It broke my heart, seeing someone so young deal with such overwhelming tragedy. The least I could do was help him see this through.
Let's go, sigil slot. Those are very important. I just need the farm for some more sigils is my thing. I'm not sure if there's a specific quest. I can't remember if there's a specific sigil farm quest or not. I think, to my knowledge, you mainly just got good sigils from the curios that you did, the curio boxes. So maybe there's a curio box farm quest. I don't know. It's been a bit. I honestly only just kind of started getting back into Relink like a week ago. Before like month break. Or like, honestly, it was like 3 months. Probably. How long has this game been out for? It came out like early this year, right? Granblue Fantasy Relink release date. Yeah, February 1st. Yeah, so it's probably, oh dang, I probably took a break from it for like 6 months or something. Oh boy. When was I posted a VOD. That was like the last time I really played, is when I did that last stream I did of the other Fate episodes. When was that? Your son will disown you if you name him Eugen. Don't worry, I won't. Okay, I last played... Oh, it was only 2 months ago when I last played. Dang, I took a while to get through this game. Or, no, I think this is because... I think these VODs, besides the last one, were kind of delayed with my upload. And then I kind of caught up. Yeah, that's what was going on. I remember back when I was super behind on everything. I'm honestly a little behind right now, too. I got how many that I still need to do? Let's see if I go to videos. I've uploaded that. I think I uploaded that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? I got like 7 VODs that I gotta upload. I'm a full week behind, oh no. I mean, it's better than a full year behind like I used to be. That was wild that I streamed for like a full year saving the VODs but not uploading them. And then I decided I should work on those VOD uploads. What kind of idiot was I? That was your mistake. I'm so glad I'm finished with that, but holy crap, that was a mistake.
Just as we arrived at the cemetery, the clouds opened up, unleashing a torrent of rain. The blue sky was gone, painted over by a steely, unforgiving gray.
Of course it has to rain once you go to the
Looking around,
graveyard.
I saw that there were others paying their respects at different plots. Like Karzeda, they probably lost loved ones to the storm. As soon as he laid eyes on the mound of earth in front of him, the dam broke. Karzeda's shoulders heaved with his sobs.
Why did I say those awful things? There were so many more important things I wanted to tell you, but I...
He sank to his knees, crippled with grief. His fist beat at the earth, sending drops of muddy water splashing onto his face.
I didn't want that to be our last conversation. If I hadn't blown up, if we hadn't fought, I only wanted to see you smile, but I made you cry.
All I could do was watch over Karzeda as he poured out the feelings he'd held back for so long.
Me.
Let it out, son. It's the only way to get through it.
The buff's getting pretty decent now. It's 50 HP right there, and I'm trying to think of the math for that. That's 15 attack, I think. I think the math is mathin'. No, I think to break up both of
After
the
visit, we made our way to a tavern.
Fate Ep stories I'm gonna do, I might do like a
Beating down on the
Bahamut run
establishment.
in the
It
middle.
was still day, but the sky was dark as night.
Just to have some exciting
Rosetta
action,
ordered
you
the
know?
stiffest drink they had and downed it in one gulp.
My friend once showed me a flower and said that each one symbolizes something. At the time, I didn't get it, and I had other things in my mind, so I never bothered looking it up.
He shook his head, saying that he'd wished he had treasured those small, everyday moments with her. Each word struck me like a blow, reminding me of my own failures.
How am I supposed to live with this regret? It's like the storm outside, hounding on me until I give in and let it sweep me away.
I mulled over his question for a while before opening my mouth. I'm not the right person to answer that. Only your friend knows.
But how? She's...
So I told Karzeda about my wife, and about the agony of losing her.
Snowy?
All the things I'd hoped for, things we could do
Wanna
as a
come
family,
chill on my lap?
were no longer possible. The chasm of remorse threatened to swallow me whole. I couldn't imagine things getting better. Not then, not ever. But I was still alive. Unlike my wife, I still had a future. Didn't that obligate me to move forward, to find meaning in being left behind, and try to fulfill what she wanted for me? Didn't that apply to Karzeda? You want me to go with you? To find that flower, I mean? Maybe finding it would give him the answers he needed.
Snowy. He can't make up his mind if he wants to be on my lap or if he wants to go out of my room. This cat's indecisive. Come on.
You think
There
we
you
can
go. Cat has achieved lap.
Karzeda spoke haltingly, as if remembering the times he
And
shared
head
with
pats.
his beloved friend. She'd always loved flowers. Tempeal was a land forged by its mines, and its climate wasn't suitable for flowers. But that wasn't going to stop her. As if that thread of memory had unspooled another, Karzeda said that his friend mentioned having a secret flower garden. But she hadn't told him the location, so he wasn't sure where to begin looking.
Sometimes she'd head out to a forest near Folka. If the garden's anywhere, it's probably somewhere in there.
It might be a long shot, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I drained the last of my glass. We stepped out of the tavern. The rain had stopped. The air was humid, but the sun was a welcome sight after the rain. I squinted up at the brilliant blue sky. There, arcing over the forest, was a large rainbow.
Ayy. Rainbow, let's go. For 100 HP, Pog. Alright, we got a full team. I think we're good without building then. We don't gotta build sigils, let's go! Frick yeah! I can be lazy, frick yeah!
There's something about the woods after it rains. The air's so pure and refreshes the spirit. I had a good feeling we'd find that garden in no time. My optimism didn't last long. We spent hours searching every single likely spot, and a lot of unlikely ones too. Yet the garden eluded us. If it was here, it was tucked away somewhere really obscure. While we searched for those flowers, I made sure to keep tabs on Karzeda as well. The sun might have come out, but his expression was still clouded. He looked like he was on the verge of breaking down. I figured I should say something to try and shore up his spirits. I told him that no matter how harsh things are now, or how bad some days will be, there's always meaning in getting up each day, even if it takes some time to find it. Sometimes a search will take you back the way you came. Sometimes it's a detour. But even that has meaning, because the answer could lie off the beaten path. The important thing is to take things 1 minute.
Stop head patting the cat for 1 second, and he's like, "What the frick? What the frick, man? Keep head patting. You gotta keep going."
Gentle hill you could walk over, given enough time. I know what it sounds like, but I wasn't just telling him this to make myself feel better. It's just sometimes you have to run when the going gets tough, and that's fine.
Oh,
Just as a ship needs a port in a storm.
did they say they'd get on, but then not actually get on?
Turning your back on your problems isn't the solution. No one knows that better than me. But we're allowed to make mistakes. That's part of the journey, and what it means to be alive.
Man.
At some point, we have to settle up with the demons inside of us and learn to live with them.
Alright, quest time, let's go.
I've been skyfaring long enough to trust my gut, and it says we'll find that garden.
Thank you. If only I knew what she was growing.
We'll know once we find it. Just stay close to us, okay?
Gotta find secret garden. Get shotgun. Grenade. Dang it, I missed. Grenade. I missed again. Grenade. Frickin' hell. Oh.
This wood is aromatic. It should ward off the beasts. Maybe it was put here to protect the flowers. There might be more nearby.
Well, it didn't seem to do a really good job at warding off beasts, I'm not gonna lie. It seemed to be doing a pretty...
Stick. And more over there.
It did a pretty crappy job, not gonna lie. It wasn't that good.
This is the place. I know it. But it's...
That was the garden? Yep, the stick stopped working.
Monsters are really going to town. First things first, we fight.
Maybe the rain stopped it. The scented stick stopped working because of the rain. That's my guess.
Nothing me and my gun can't handle.
Stupid rain, how dare you. If that is not the reasoning, I'm gonna headcanon it as the reasoning, because it makes sense. It should be the reasoning. You cannot throw that grenade very far. Yeah, randoms for a game like that aren't
You all right,
the
Tarzana?
greatest.
Come on, pull yourself together.
Unfortunate.
People weren't the only ones who lost their homes to the storm. Monsters that were driven from their former territories flocked to the woods surrounding Folka. We finally found the garden, but the monsters had trampled a good chunk of the flowers, leaving behind only a few pathetically wilted survivors. Garzeda stared at the carnage. Struck.
Have a good one, Retro. Bye-bye.
It's not like the monsters had done it on purpose, but they might as well have stampeded over his broken heart. I'm no gardening expert, but even in their sorry state, I could tell that the flowers had been well cared for. Fertilizer, spades, watering cans, and other tools were laid out. Inside one of the equipment boxes, we found a notebook with detailed records of all the flowers she had planted. The notebook had instructions on how much fertilizer was needed to help the flowers take root. In the
He's gonna
mineral
take up
loaded soil.
gardening in her
The
steed.
best time for planting, the names of the flowers, and what they symbolize.
It's gotta be what
I
his
passed
goal
the notebook
becomes.
to Karzeda, who began reading it as if the secret to life was written in its pages. Maybe for him it was. The last page described another flower garden, separate from this one.
Oh.
With the notebook to guide us, we went in search of it. As we walked, I prayed for Karzeda's sake that the other garden was intact.
Hey, there is another.
Yeah?
That garden better be intact. If it's not, then
Hello there.
some more monsters are gonna frickin' die. It's gotta be. There it is. It's fine.
We came to a quiet clearing in the forest, devoid of any beasts.
Why is the
only other
second
presence
one the
besides
more
us
bigger
was a
one?
crisp breeze. Shafts of sunlight peeked through the trees that shaded the garden. I felt my breath catch in my throat as I took in the sight. Purple anemones bloomed, filling the entire clearing. Just looking at them, I could feel the tension drain from my body.
That's it. These are the flowers she talked about.
Karzeda opened the notebook. Flipping through its pages, he came to the section on anemones. Tears spilled down his cheeks as he read her notes.
I see.
Oh.
So that's what she was trying to tell me.
After a while, he pulled himself together and turned to me.
Thank you. For everything.
Is he gonna tell us what they
I
mean?
saw it through his tears and heard it trembling on his voice. A fledgling seed of hope.
If you hadn't come when you did, well, I never would have known what she wanted to tell me.
He smiled, a pure expression devoid of the previous darkness.
She dreamed of a Tempule blooming with flowers. And I'll carry the torch. I'll make sure her dreams come true.
Glad to
Yep,
hear it.
he's gonna become a
Just keep
gardener.
putting one foot in front of
I
the
called
other
it.
and you'll be fine. Karzeda placed a hand over his heart and closed his eyes, as though speaking to his beloved. Or maybe he was burning the sight of this garden in his mind's eye. Our time together came to an end, but I felt as if the storm clouds were truly gone, and in its place was a clear blue sky.
Well, I gotta make sure no
Maybe part of
monsters
the
get to
reason I
this
was
garden
drawn to
now.
Karzeda is that I could sense that we shared something important.
Oh,
We
you
both
want
had
more head
regrets
pats,
weighing us
Snowy?
down.
Sure.
We made
Here
our
you
share of
go.
mistakes. Still, there's no turning back time. All we can do is keep marching forward. Now that I think about it, just as I was there for Karzeda, there were a lot of people propping me up on my journey. I owe all those people my thanks. It's because of them that I stand here today.
Alright, yeah, now we're getting to the good stat increases. Hell yeah. This last one should be... I think it's actually about the same. Hey, we're gonna find out what they mean?
Dear Eugen, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done. Every now
Oh,
and
it's
then
gonna
I
be
hear
a
news
letter.
about you and your crew. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I was finally able to get licensed as a full-fledged jeweler in Folka. I
Yeah,
started creating
so he still went
pieces
for the
based on those
jeweler
purple
aspect,
anemones
but
we saw.
gardening on the
People
side,
love
I'm
them.
guessing.
I can't make them fast enough to keep up with the demand. The proceeds from the sales go to organizations working to restore Tempule to its former glory. Once we can go back home, I plan to create a large garden, just as she would have wanted. The promise we made as kids can't be fulfilled, but I plan to keep the promise I made to myself. I'll do it to bring her dream to life. P.S.
Oh.
I never did tell you what those purple anemones symbolize. According to her notebook, they mean, I believe in you. I'll wait for you. The next time you're in Folka, look me up. Until then, please take this pressed flower as a token of my gratitude.
I believe in you. I'll wait for you. So she did remember about what he said to her. His promise. That proves it. Let's go. I got another character ready to go and completed. I just want to complete all... I really want to complete all the characters because they're actually required for platinum trophy for the game, which I'm considering going for. I'm just gonna slowly grind for it though. I'm not gonna like grind like crazy for it. It's just something like I can slowly kind of work for, I think. Same thing I did with like the Battlefront Classic Collection. I just slowly worked towards that one and got the platinum. I mean, Astro's Playroom was pretty quick to get. I also have the Genshin Platinum too. I got Genshin Platinumed. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna change party. That's right. Wait. The funny thing with my Genshin Platinum though is I installed the game on my PlayStation 5 like when I first got it, just so I had like more games to play on the PS5. I got a ton of trophies just for logging in. But I never really focused on the trophies. So I never really paid much attention. But then a lot of time went by and at some point I'm like, yeah, I'm not really playing Genshin through my PS5, so I need more space. So I was like, I'll just delete it. And then, I have more space for other things, and I'll just continue playing Genshin on my PC like I had been. Like, I don't really care about the PlayStation benefits too much. Because I got, like, monthly, PlayStation Plus rewards, which it didn't give you the summon currency at all, so, like, it didn't matter. It was pretty worthless. You just got, like, some money and upgrade materials, like... That's my PlayStation Plus reward? Really? You couldn't even be like 50 summon currency? Like that you couldn't even just give me that? Like I know that's not enough for like anything, but it's something. Just a little something to help me, but no. But okay. Quest we're gonna do is this one. We'll take a run of this. Maybe I'll get streamer luck and get a Bahamut weapon? Maybe? We just gotta hope there's actually people online playing right now. We gotta hope. Yeah, this should be a little more exciting, and then I'll go back to the Fate episode, so then I'll go back to just casual chilling after this exciting moment. But it'll be fine. I want to get all the Fate episodes done on stream, just because I want to have all the story content for my streams if possible. I have kind of missed a couple story-ish bits. Nothing too important. All I really missed, I think, for the stream was there was one moment where Sandalphon came and, like, asked, me, like, asked me to do something. Or, like, to do a fight. Like, for, like, training or something along those lines? I don't remember the context entirely, but, yeah, there's, like, a bit, just, like, the character comes, asks us to do, like, talks to us for a bit, then asks us to do that, and yeah, I still haven't done that fight though. I'll hopefully catch that fight on stream at some point. Hopefully, I'll almost definitely, if I get to a point where I feel comfortable clearing it, definitely stream me doing that. I mean, I might be at that point if I get carried. Because, I mean, I have a fully ascended weapon. It's not a Bahamut weapon, it's the other ascendable weapon, but maybe it's good enough? Maybe? Possibly? Dang it. Pete Bowles, I need to do a run with you. Come on. Come on, peoples. It should be like one of the most popular quests in the game. I believe. Trying to think of what would be a more grinded quest than this. So this quest has like a really low RNG drops you really want to get. So like, I can't think of something that's worse drop-wise, but like very important, that it would require you to grind a lot more. I don't know. Come on. Come on, no. Here's my thought process, though. There's probably someone doing the quest right now. There's probably someone in the middle of it at this very moment in time. Once they finish, then they'll go in matchmaking again, and then hopefully we'll get like one of those people might leave, but the other 3 stay, and maybe we'll get them. Maybe? I might actually, let me edit stream info to say that I'm on, just to make it known that I'm playing on PS5. For games like this, where it's not cross-platform, I think it's pretty important to put that on your stream so people know immediately if you're someone that they could join, if they like want to, like, I don't know, do a run with me. Maybe they'll see me on the matchmaking screen and be like, oh, maybe I can play around with them. Maybe they're doing the Bahamut. I don't know. What else? I don't get why cats do... Like, I don't know if every cat does this, but every single cat in my house does this. 2 of them are related, though, so it makes sense both of them do it, but one of them is not related to the other 2. And she does it as well. But anytime they went through a door, or they want you to open something so they can go that way, or they want you to sit down so that they can, like, go on your lap, you'll give them access to what they want, and they'll just sit there and stare at it for a minute. I'll open the door and they'll just look and stare at the opening of the door and just wait a good 30 seconds before being like, okay, fine, I'll go through now. This is what I wanted, but I gotta rethink, just in case maybe this isn't what I wanted. Just in case, you know? Maybe I don't want to go through the door. I know I meowed for it and everything, but maybe I don't want to. I'm rethinking this. Maybe not. Okay, fine, I'll go through. My plan for exciting content is not going too well. I figured someone would be around at this time. Like, I think Japan is up right now. Right? Because I know I can play with every region. It's not region locked with who I play with, just console locked. Come on. I believe in you, PS5. Come on, dang it. How many more tries should I do? I'm trying to think of how long a run usually goes for. Or have we been waiting long enough that a run would be finished by now? Maybe. Maybe. I think I'll give it 2 more attempts. I think after 2 more attempts, if I don't get it, most likely a full run would have gone by and there's just no one doing it. Game's just pretty dead right now, sadly. Like they don't have like this game like doesn't really have like an end game grind type thing. I mean it does. You do the Bahamut weapon grind is here. It's just like after that, like after you beat Lucilius, what do? You unlock all the characters. You unlock the 2 Eternals, I think is what they're called. You unlock both of them. You unlock Sandalphon. And then what do you do after that? Like what do you do? You beat the game. Like that's the end goal, getting all the characters. Once you got them all, there's not really a goal to strive for at that point. Like that's kind of the one problem the game sort of has. There's just not much to do afterwards. I mean, maybe they'll do DLC for the game though. I would love a DLC expansion for the game. Okay, this will probably be the last one. It's like there's a lot of systems in place that just feel like they haven't been finished. Like, there's an outfit system where you can swap the character's outfit. But that's only in place for, like, 2 characters. The main character can swap to their default and, like, their unique this game outfit. And then there's Siegfried. He has his, like, armored outfit and his non-armored outfit. And that's it. Like, I don't think there's any other outfits besides those. Like, why doesn't every character have an alternate outfit? That bit confuses me so much. Like, I could see a DLC expanding the game, giving all the characters... I'm doing one more because I'm still talking. I could see a DLC, like, expanding the game, giving characters, all the characters, like, a unique outfit, adding a couple more characters, maybe, like, 5? I think 5 would be enough. You don't really need more than that. Just have, like, 5 new characters that you unlock throughout, like, the new game story. And maybe incorporate all the characters into the story better, rather than them just being... You recruit them on your own, and then they do, like, their own side things. Like, have them incorporated into the new main story. DLC main story? I don't know. Yeah, and then you just add a bunch more fights and new difficulties and stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel DLC for this game could be pretty cool. If they do it. Alright, well. That's unfortunate.
Hello there. Right.
Alternate plan.
It's in your hands now.
There's gotta be people for at least a quick quest. There's gotta be at least a quick quest available. Come on, I think we got one immediately. Cool. Okay, at least we could do a quick quest. At the very least, I gotta have at least something happen, my gosh. I swear if this makes me fight exactly what I want to fight. I swear. That would be so funny but annoying at the same time. What is it? Okay. Is this just the normal one? No, I think this is the high difficulty. Oh, frick, it's this one. Okay.
You cannot escape fate. You know, your quiet power reminds me a lot of the opera.
Brimming with power.
Let's not do anything rash.
Okay. I don't like the fact that I don't see... Oh, frick.
Sorry to trouble you. You okay? Get them.
No!
Thanks for the support, Zeta.
Okay, we're alive. We did it. Oh, I didn't get out of that in time. Okay. I got this. I got this. Oh, I got stunned? How did that hit me? What hit me? Okay, actually hit me this time. Aha! Aw, I didn't get...
Let's do this. They're down. We make a pretty good team.
Well done.
You son of a biscuit.
Take this. Great coordination.
Let's keep it up. You never fail me. Make on now.
Promise.
Alright.
I intend to keep it.
Hell yeah. Okay, why did we change targets? Because I'm pretty sure we were targeting the fire guy first, and then they swapped and killed the earth guy. And then they went back to the fire. Interesting that that's the plan most of the team went with. I like sticking with one guy. If I'm attacking one guy at the start, I'm making sure he freaking dies. I'm guessing most of the people here, they've maybe played this fight a bit much, and they've learned the earth guy sucks more.
I have you.
Or maybe what they did? You triggered the fire guy's special state, and while he's like in his doing meteor storm mode, maybe you can then attack the earth guy and he doesn't do his special earth attack equivalent of that firestorm. Maybe that's it. And maybe the earth guys is so much worse. I forget what it is. Ooh, trophy rewards. That's probably us for doing Rock'ems. Yeah, it's us for us doing Rock'ems. Or, I keep getting Oigan and Rock'em confused. My bad. I'm sorry. Alright, do I want to do one more? I feel like doing one more.
This one, yes?
Let's hit it with one more quick quest, or maybe two more quick quests, because then we'll get the badge for doing 3 quick quests. We'll do that. We'll do that instead of, you know, our Bahamut run. Ah, frick, am I having trouble finding someone for a quick quest now? Oh no. Or maybe this is the game just telling me, no. No, you're doing more Fate episodes, man. You're doing more Fate episodes. Whether you like it or not. Oh no, there we go. We in. Maybe I was in a group and I was just waiting for like a 4th person. Cause that was loaded for a pretty long time, which makes it seem like it did find some people, but it was like I need to get a couple more. Just give me a second. Alright. Ice Dragon. Does he have friends, though? He does have a friend, Frick.
Thank you. Sing my blade. By my blade. Not well done. It was all because you broke their line. Let it die.
Dang it. What is the ice guys again? Okay, ice isn't too bad. Oh, frick. Wind Dragon, why the hell you place that there? Frick you. Frickin' wind. Frickin' wind. I'm stuck in the wind! I was literally stuck in the wind. I couldn't do crap because I was in a frickin' corner. Get countered! Oh, frick.
No escape.
That was the most perfectly timed Link attack that there could possibly be. Oh, the perfect dodge.
They will perish. All is swept away. It's over.
I still need to unlock me my Twain.
Just watch and learn. Pass away. Shine as one. Prominent flare.
Alright, we got him. One down, one to go. Ah. We'll be fine. It's just tornadoes.
You have my gratitude.
I'm far enough away, I don't gotta dodge. Let's go. Let's go. Frick yes. Easy. Ah. Get countered. Okay, let's go. We got him! Okay. Okay. I swear, if we get, like, the last element, what element are we missing? Hold up, we got... Actually, was that all? Was that all the elements? No, that was all the elements. Besides, like, light and dark. Is there a light and dark combo fight? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, a silver centrum! Yo, I need those! I need those! Frick yes, S++. I think I need that for platinums. I'm pretty sure there's a platinum trophy that requires me getting S++ a certain amount of times. That, or it's an entry in the journal that I need to do for that, which you need to complete the frickin' journal for the platinum. One of the trophies is behind completing the frickin' journal. Which, oh gosh, that one's the worst. It better be a gold trophy. I'm actually curious. No, wait, it would... Can I see, like, stuff about complete all side quests? Dang, there's no way to check how many times I've actually beat it. That's unfortunate. Dang, I'm surprised Battlefront Classic Collection could have that, but not this. But yeah, every field note entry in Lyria's journal. I have to do all of that. I'm still working on doing all the side quests. These are a little annoying. Because those are the characters you gotta find, like, across the map. So, like, I don't have one right now. I mean, they're these guys. This guy's I'm in the middle of. I don't think his counts, though. His and some other guys in the corner over here, they just repeat forever. And it's always the same exact quest. So I don't think they count. I think you just need to do both of theirs once, and then you're good with them. I keep doing them anyways, just because I feel like I don't really ever see myself needing fire shards and earth shards for anything, so using them for getting me fortitude crystals just seems better, and mastery points are really nice too, so I like the reward, so that's why I keep doing it. Yeah, there's a bunch of others, but yeah, I gotta do the whole field notes bit. Everything in here. Okay, actually, so no, I don't actually think I do need to complete that one bit where I gotta do all. I'm assuming there's only 51 out of 121 weapons registered. How many? Oh no, this makes sense. That makes sense. I haven't gotten pretty much most characters. I haven't gotten all the weapons for most characters, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Like if I go to some characters, there's probably ones with only like that's Armea, Ferry. Yeah, I only have one of Gondagoz's. See, yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So I got to get every weapon, which includes the Bahamut weapons. So. This is still gonna be the last trophy. I gotta get every Bahamut weapon. That alone requires me the frickin' do it. There's one enemy type I haven't seen. I don't know what that could be. Oh, it's... Oh, no. That's actually that enemy's name. Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't show it if I haven't seen it. Treasure? There's 8 treasure I haven't seen. Okay, granted, some of it could be add-on content treasure, so those ones wouldn't count, and the 3 characters are add-on. Or no, the 2 characters. Because Sandalphon is here. Even though we haven't actually unlocked him yet, you do meet him, which adds him to this. But the only way to meet the other 2 characters is to actually go through the unlocking bit. But that should be add-on content. This actually might be Lucilius, so I think I've seen every enemy that is important. Lucilius is add-on content. But yeah, I need every weapon. I don't think I need all 121. I think... If I'm not I don't remember how much the add-on characters, how many weapons they have. I don't think they have the same amount. I don't think they have a full 5, or 6. Every main game character has 6 weapons. I think they only have 3. They have either 2 or 3 weapons. They don't have much. They don't have as much weapons as every other character. So, I should be... But yeah, the weapons is literally all the grind. Literally, I'm trying to think what 8 drops. Could that all be Lucilius drops? I don't know. Because, I mean, these last 4, I'm pretty sure, don't count towards the total. These ones aren't... Or, I mean, they are counting to that, but they aren't ones I needed. Because these were added in an update. Or, actually, no. This one wasn't. Wait, only these 2, I think, count. Never mind. These should be... Yeah, these were actually in the base game. It's just these 2 were add-on content. Okay. Yeah, I wonder how much... Because I would subtract 2, but I wonder how much the base game had. Was it 178 in the base game? Was there 10 added, or am I still missing some, rare drop from some bosses? Because that could be it. It could be a rare drop that a boss has that I need to get. And finding out what one I'm missing would be pretty fun, wouldn't you say? Going through a list of 180 and checking if I, or 188 and checking if I have it or don't have it? That sounds like a joy of a time. Yeah, this I don't think I need to complete. Leviathan. So we've only... I mean, we've seen more Primal Beast within this game alone, unless they're in a separate tab? I don't know why only these Primal Beasts are here. There's more we've seen, game. What about the ones this game has? What the frick? Huh. Yeah, let's do one more quick quest. And then we'll do Ferry's Fate episodes. Which those ones should be nice. I like Ferry. I don't know too much about Ferry though. Like I've done the main bit in like the main game that you meet her in. But like I haven't done anything after that.
Right? Move out.
What is this?
Enrage the tigers. Huh? Suffer her on your toe.
Oh, it's frickin' this quest.
Use one of the ether cannons on the deck and defend us.
Which side? Oh, this side. Yeah, nothing's going on this side. Okay, I'll chill. I'll be chilling. Much content going on right now. Intense waiting gameplay.
That's one way down, but looks like there's still more of them.
I really wish there was an attack on both sides for this quest. The fact it's only one-sided really annoys me. He's just shooting in hopes that the A will eventually get close enough to one of them. Like, what am I supposed to do here?
The butterfly emerges.
What do I do? Like, what is my mission when my teammates are too good with the cannon? Like, they're doing a great freaking Hold up. Hold up. This man's named Baja Blast. I freaking love this man. That is peak name right there, my dude. You have freaking peak name.
Don't let it intimidate ya. The pond settles.
I like how this guy's also just like, yep, what the frick do I even do? We're just stuck waiting here. As we don't get any of the action. We just vibe. How long can I hold this for? Can I hold this forever? Is there no cooldown? There's oh dang. The more you know. I can hold this as long as I want. Dude. The last we haven't done. Okay, it's immediate. Okay, cool. Dang it.
You're dust.
I contributed so much, guys. My contributions to this fight were so good. Peak contribution. Is there any chest, or is it just... It's just done. Okay,
Goodbye.
cool.
You won't be remembered.
Yeah, I won't remember that quest either. That was, a quest. It's an easy difficulty quest. Yeah. We just carried someone. Play again? No. I'm sorry, but no. Those two must be grinding early game or something. Those must be like two friendos. Just working together, playing the early game. That's cool. Guess who's already back?
Come to view the requests?
I can't do Fate episodes while online? The hell?
Alright.
Okay, let's let the cat in.
Is your stomach growling? Give it what it wants.
He's literally meowing from across the entire hallway. So I gotta watch him slowly walk all the way here. He is taking his goddamn time. Come on. There he goes. We got the boy. Boy has been achieved. I can get a ticket. Let's go. Alright, you wanna watch Ferry's Fate episodes, Snowy? You wanna watch them? They'll be great. I'm honestly probably only gonna know like this first bit.
I'm from Tremont Island, a quiet little place where I lived with my parents and sister. Things were good, except my sister was suffering from a terrible condition. We couldn't.
I like how we do
treat her
two
enough,
stories back to
so she
back
was
where like
forced to
someone's
travel
loved
to
one
another
is
island
suffering from a
all on her
terrible
own.
condition.
Back then, skyfaring wasn't nearly the safe bet that it is today, so I wasn't sure if she'd even make it there, let alone receive treatment. I loved my sister more than anything, so waving bye to her as she took off toward an unknown future was the hardest thing I'd ever done. I hoped beyond all hope. I hoped till it hurt, that her cure would be swift, and she'd sail back to me with each setting sun. But
To
the
my
days,
knowledge, she
they
was
grew into
cured,
months.
but she never
Sometime
returned.
after she left, a brutal pandemic spread across Tremont, crippling our population in a matter of days. I was shocked, watching the good people I'd known all my life pass away. But I was horrified when it claimed my parents. And when it came for me, I knew death was waiting at the front door. What can I do? I thought, lungs heavy and weighing me to my bed. What could I do but turn to the skies and pray? Please, if you're listening, I want to hear my family. I want to hear their voices again. My pleas were answered, but not by salvation. No, it was Celeste, the primal beast of death, who descended from the heavens. She stole death from the suffering islanders, preventing them from slipping into the afterlife. They became zombies, sentient and rotting. Unlike the others, my corporeal form faded away, leaving my spirit to haunt the land. This, at least, gave me a faint hope. If I was given an unlife, then perhaps my mother and father would be given the same gift. But the months, they grew into years. And it became clear that though Celeste held dominion over death, life was a more complicated matter. It was my wish that had brought unlife to Tremont. I was to blame
so
for
like
turning my hometown into
it
a
couldn't
living
bring people
cemetery.
back to life, but
If the
it
villagers knew
prevented
what I had done,
them from dying.
that's why I chose to haunt the manor on the outskirts of town. Alone in those halls, with no one to talk to, I counted the days until I lost track of time. Solitude was better than guilt. Isolation was better than hearing my name used as a curse. But with time, the silence ate away at my name, until even I forgot who I was.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that bit, so I'm guessing I'll know... Maybe I will know all three of these. Maybe it only talks about, like, that little small bit. Maybe there's not much more to her story than, like, that, and then her joining the crew.
It's true that there weren't people around the manor, but I did discover a few ghost animals floating about. They took a liking to me, probably because of our shared ghosthood, and I gave them cute names to show my affection. Beppo, Gigi,
Ghost animals, let's go.
and Nicola. Before I knew it, my lonesome days became a little less gray, if not less repetitive. I watched so many tomorrows and yesterdays pass me by. I felt as stale and constant as the mists that covered the island. That all changed when the crew came to my manor. They were a cheerful, lively group.
She honestly talks pretty
but
quietly.
also
I'm gonna turn it up a
straightforward
little
and
bit.
intimidating. It had been so long since I needed to interact with other people. I knew that if I made contact, I would have to acknowledge the real depth of my loneliness. So I ran, and they gave chase. So I ran again, and they followed once more. No matter where I fled, they found me, undeterred by my spectral form or my ghostly pets. Finally, I decided to ask them about their situation. Thanks to the mists, they explained, their airship was grounded on Tremont. Like me, like the other islanders. We were all prisoners of Celeste. So long as she still had a pact with the island, there would be no refuge from her fog. But, by the same token, her powers preserved the unlives of Tremont's people, myself included. If Celeste was brought down, we would fade with her. It troubled me, but I knew it was a necessary course of action. I had only one thing to accomplish before confronting the primal beast of
I
death.
see Sturman. What's his name in the
I needed to
background?
come clean to the islanders.
Hey.
It was time to make amends. Had it not been for the arrival of the captain and the crew, I would never have found the strength to make that decision. I marched straight to the village, took a deep breath, and explained to the people how I doomed everyone. But to my surprise, they looked upon me with sympathy and warmth.
Yeah, the fun thing is, like, there's it's Sturm and I forget the guy's name. They're like a group. They're like a pairing of two that they're pretty funny. But apparently, like, the guy is actually like Ferry's sister's grandson, pretty much. Which, you know, doesn't make sense looking at how the age of Ferry, but she was a ghost, so she wasn't aging for years. Many years. So that's how that's possible. How Ferry is still alive now, I don't know, because, like, Celeste did
With the
stop,
understanding and support of the
but
islanders,
she just
I
remained
called Celeste
somehow.
once again, but she didn't appear, and the mist still covered the island. That's how I learned the truth. It wasn't only me who had crossed Celeste's fate with our own. The other culprit was the doctor who was traveling through our village, back when the pandemic first appeared. He was secretly conducting research to summon Celeste. We hurried to the place where he resided, but when we arrived, we found that his consciousness had already been swallowed by the primal beast of death, and he couldn't cough up any helpful information. Despite the setback, I joined with the crew and the islanders to find and defeat Celeste. The mists parted, and the island returned to its former state. Its residents began to pass into the great beyond, disappearing into light. Before long, everyone I'd known had been lifted into the bright sky, leaving behind only their memories. I closed my eyes and waited for my final moments. But no matter how long I waited, I never began to fade. Left behind, yet again. I stared out at the village, devoid of residents. I was alone, but I could accept that. At any rate, the nameless ghost was no more, because a strange man gave me an oddly familiar name. So long as I had that name, and my memories with the crew, I
Totally
could
not
wait
the sister's
decades,
grandson that
maybe
gave him
even
her the
centuries
name,
for my
nah.
sister to return. I think the captain, however, couldn't bear leaving me to such a hollow fate and invited me to the crew. But how could I leave the island? I knew that my little sister would come back to me. Even though we were no more than graves and warm thoughts, this is where her family was laid to rest. If she came back and no one was waiting, wouldn't she be sad? That's why I knew I had to stay. But the captain wouldn't hear of it. If I was worried about my sister, I should
She
go look
wasn't
for her.
coming back.
It was a new chance.
She's already dead.
I had never been off my island. I had never even considered the option. But I knew I could. I just needed to find the courage. And that's how I set out on a journey with the crew. Somewhere, out there in that big blue sky, my sister is waiting for me.
Interesting. My mic won't mute. Huh. Weird. Like, it's... You might be hearing it. You're supposed to not hear it because it'll mute before, you know, the actual sound is made. But there's like a touch sensor at the top, and it is not working. I don't like touch sensors, honestly. I freaking hate them. Because, I'm annoyed of touch sensors because of the freaking Xbox One as well. The Xbox One touch sensor was
One day,
terrible.
I was out shopping in Steed Hollow
That
Central
thing is
Plaza when I saw a woman with
pain.
kind eyes sitting on a bench. She was absorbed in her needlepoint. Your embroidery is beautiful.
Oh, aren't you a dear? Thank you.
Her smile was genuine and cozy, just like the blanket she was working on. She told me it was a present for her beloved. I've never seen
Wonder
anyone
what this
so
story
outside
gonna be
before.
about.
She giggled. Really? I'm hoping some of this cheerful sunlight works its way into the fiber. Her name was Malfira, and she invited me to have a seat beside her. Admittedly, the weather was beautiful, the kind that made you appreciate being alive. Or, well, unalive. There was a long, thin trail of
Yeah,
light
she's still
dividing the
technically
sky.
a ghost
The
of just a
aftermath of an
physical
unfortunate cloud
form.
that had been pierced by a wayfaring airship. How fragile those clouds. How fragile our journeys. I glanced back at Malfira, who looked to be making diligent progress. A familiar memory crept to mind, of a time when I begged my mother to sew new stuffed animals for me and my sister. The nostalgia was comfortable, welcomed even, but I was brought back to the present when I heard a troubled sigh from beside me.
Who sighed? We go straight into it. Quest 2. Okay. We got a team. We're good. We're good. Oh, frick. This ain't...
Come again.
This ain't a good team. Hold up. Hold up. Nope. Boom. And then now we go back. We click here.
Can I help you?
Fate episode. Ferry. Alright, now we have the good team. What's her best weapon? Probably this one. Let's go with that one. She'll be fine without anything else. It'll be fine. We got the team.
Is something wrong? Such a forlorn expression didn't match Malfira's cheerful disposition.
Oh,
Huh?
sorry to worry you. It's nothing I would bother a stranger over.
Malfira forced a grin and stretched the throw across her lap.
It's just, I had hoped to use warming thread on this little project.
What kind of thread? I
Warming
didn't even
thread.
know there were different types of thread. But according to Malfira, there was a type of insect native to Fondom whose silk was imbued with magic. Items made from this silk were said to retain a comfortable warmth all year round.
If
Hey.
only I could get to Fondom on my own. And then there's the matter of tracking the insect.
Her smile never quavered, but the way her eyebrows stitched together, ever so slightly, covertly signaled her true disappointment. I could do it for you. I know I look young, but I'm a veteran Skyfarer. I put my hands on my hips and puffed out my chest, a posture I hoped would inspire confidence.
Oh, that's sweet. But it was just a silly thought. My fault for having unrealistic expectations, really.
It's
From
easy.
her
We'll
tone
easily
alone,
grab it.
I could tell the pose did not, in fact, inspire confidence. Later, after a quick discussion with the captain, we decided to head to Fondom anyway. I needed Malfira to finish her blanket. I just didn't understand why yet.
Alright. Yo, freaking
Okay,
warming
let's do
blanket. I want a warming blanket.
According to Sierra, the insect in question nests atop the local wildlife, but there's a rumor a vicious monster also makes its home here. Stay on your toes. Those look like fire spirits.
We better get them before they get us.
Yeet.
Turn them against each other.
Turn them against each other.
It's so hot. I feel like my sweat is sweating. Why are we going through the trouble again?
Sorry. I just wanted to put a smile on Malfira's face. She looked so, I don't know, forlorn?
But it was your first time meeting her, wasn't it? Who's she to you?
I know it's a weird connection, but her name, it sounded like my sister's.
I just jumped? Oh, okay. I thought there was like an actual route down. I was too scared to jump. I didn't want to jump and die.
Looks like someone wants to fight. Let's teach them not to butt in.
Stop being just out of my reach. Boop. Ooh.
Nothing of consequence, I guess.
I guess that's not what we're looking for.
More wyverns. Momo, you bring up the rear.
Don't like where I'm sitting. Okay, we're fine. We got this. We got this. It's just lava platforms breaking apart. What could
We'll
possibly
protect
go
you
wrong?
from the mean monsters. Gigi, Beppo, down, boys. We can't play so close to the magma. What if you fall in?
It's a ghost. He won't die from lava. He's fine. We're gonna fight a boss.
Huh? What's that? Vern, look out! It's a monster in disguise!
He's not doing a pretty good job, not gonna lie. He's doing a pretty...
That vicious monster we heard about. If you thought you could get a leg up on us, you have nothing coming.
Well, that was easy.
Now we can find that bug in peace. You hungry for more?
I don't know, am I?
Is this what you were looking for? I proudly displayed the hard-won thread to a surprised and overjoyed Malfira.
My word, you really are a skyfarer, aren't you?
She thought she was lying.
For a closer look.
Yes, this is the genuine article. I can't accept this for free. Let me see what money I have on me.
From her purse, she pulled a single, unfamiliar coin. I
Oh?
knew from its extravagant design that it wasn't in circulation anywhere near Seed Hollow, but it looked valuable all the same. I refused the gesture. Retrieving the thread was my decision. I wanted to see that blanket finished. A reward was never part of the equation. Malfira's grin bloomed into a full belly laugh. She told me I was a strange girl. Laughing with her, I replied that I had met stranger.
I mean, she's not wrong, probably. Knowing a lot of the characters in Granblue, she's not wrong. Oh, there. Almost past her. Hey, Lyria's there.
We made another pit stop in Seed Hollow, which gave me the chance to check up on Malfira and her progress with the blanket. Lyria and Vern came with me, and their eyes lit up when they saw her intricate embroidery, just like mine did that first sunny day. Though I hadn't known Malfira for very long, I felt a kinship with her, and I liked to watch her determination evolve with each new stitch. But most of all, I liked that her kind smile, maternal and comforting, was always able to put me at ease. I'd never met anyone so genuine. In fact, nor had my pets.
You're a spooky boy. Yes, you are.
Malfira playfully scratched behind Beppo's ears. The mood was light, so I decided to learn a little more about my friend. I noticed you're in the Central Plaza.
You know,
quite
you gotta
often.
see it. You can't see a doggo and not
More or less. I
not
don't have much else to occupy my time.
pet the doggo.
Not with that silly boy still playing in the sand.
And puppy talk him.
Malfira's partner was a geologist on dispatch in Dolly, an extended dispatch, it seemed. Dolly was an island of deserts, with bitterly cold nights. To Malfira, a cozy blanket seemed the perfect way to combat the harsh environment.
Maybe it won't be necessary. He's coming back for a visit on the Airbus next month, and I'm about to burst with excitement.
Her joy should have been infectious. Try as I might to put on a brave face, my heart sank at her words. The Airbus from Dolly? Of course.
Huh? What about the Airbus from Dolly? What's going on with the Airbus from Dolly? What's happening with the Airbus from Dolly? There's something going wrong with the Airbus from Dolly. Oh no.
During the next month's visit, Malfira looked more downtrodden than I had ever seen. Vern expressed his distress before I could vocalize my own.
Holy spools, lady! You look like you've been up all night. You feeling okay?
Malfira meekly raised her head, barely affording him a grin.
My love, he didn't come back to me.
It took me a moment to find a response.
What?
I'm sure. I bet he'll find a way to return next month. She had already been waiting an eternity for him. What comfort were my words? And yet, she still found the strength to smile.
I'm trying to think, was
I
there
hope
some
so.
point?
I'm so tired of moping around like this. It's getting
I'm
harder
guessing
to
maybe
stay
some point in the
positive.
story
but
goes
I'll
along
find a
with
way
it. Like something
for
was
his
happening in Dolly at this point.
That man. You know, he's so absent-minded, he probably mixed up the date on his ticket.
Malfira unrolled the blanket across her lap, checking the backing of her stitching.
I've poured a lot of love into this design. I hope he likes it.
As she vacillated from melancholy to forced cheer and back again, I had to bite my lip for fear my thoughts would spill out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, did maybe he die? I'm curious where this is going. What do they know that she doesn't or is lying to herself about or something?
Still no word from Malfira's beloved.
I'm sure he has his reasons.
Lyria tried to comfort the young seamstress, but Malfira's smile was noticeably dimmer than before.
Yes, you're right. He's not one to take risks or push himself too far. There's nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
Her words sounded strained, like she was trying to convince herself. I thought I knew what was happening, but I couldn't bring myself to acknowledge it. Not yet. We were all stuck in awkward silence, so I changed the subject.
How did you two meet?
It was in this very plaza. He was a bookworm, so he came here to do his reading. I was out catching some sun myself when he found the courage to sit next to me. I turned to greet him and he shoved a book on embroidery in my face. Not the greatest first impression, huh?
Energy
And that's
returned
why
to
she
her
got
movements.
into embroidery, I'm
Color
guessing?
returned to her smile.
So what did you do?
You're going to laugh. I told him I already owned the book. His face
Oh,
turned pale as
she
a
already
ghost,
knew.
But it was cute, seeing him all vulnerable. So I asked his name, and the rest is history.
She shut her eyes, savoring the nostalgia. Then she sighed.
Guess I'll have to go to Dolly and drag him home myself, won't I?
No, not that. I couldn't let her go to Dolly alone. After witnessing her optimism return, I couldn't let her learn the truth.
Yeah, something bad happened in Dolly. Alright, quest to full team. Cool, cool. We good, we good.
No, you should stay here. We'll go for you. Dolly can be a dangerous place, and I'm sure your partner wouldn't want anything to happen to you. I hoped that logic would be enough.
Dolly? Dangerous? But so many people live there. But if a skyfaring crew is offering their services, who am I to deny professionals?
Vern scrunched his face in confusion.
Lots of people? What are you talking about? Dolly's basically a giant sand...
A quick nudge was enough to interrupt Vern. I hoped Malfira had missed the majority of his comment. You can trust us. We handle this kind of assignment all the time. We'll be back before you know it.
Okay, let's do it.
My air of confidence, false though it was, seemed to bring her welcome relief.
Could you take the blanket with you? I wanted to give it to him myself, but I know he's probably already spent weeks freezing at night, and it won't do me any good here.
She pushed a soft bundle into my hands. It was warm to the touch, thanks to the silk from Fondom, but it was also warm to the soul, thanks to the love and care that Malfira put into every stitch. Of course, it would be my pleasure. Everyone, to the fight!
So what are we gonna do here?
According to Malfira's map, the excavation was near the central ruins.
You sure you want to trust that dusty old thing?
Point taken. But we can at least get a sense for the lay of the land. Now let's go. This place is crawling with monsters. Stay on your toes, everyone.
Are we gonna find, like, where the excavation was? I'm trying to think. Did we remember, like, hearing of, like, in the story about, like, a group that was out and, like, the entire group didn't make it?
Clean this place up so we can start our search.
On the sea.
Can I hold this too? I can.
Maybe we'll find something back at
Okay.
the western campsite. It's worth a look.
Oh, we're gonna, like... Either two things are possibly happening right now. Either
Do these guys get paid to fight us or what?
we're grabbing something to kind of, like, have that she can remember him by before telling the truth.
Come on, let's hurry.
Or we're gonna say, oh, he said to give this to you. Yeah. So that you know you gave him a gift, here's your
Place
gift.
feels right somehow.
Well, there's a guy?
I think I saw someone over there. Let's go.
There's a guy. What does that mean?
Where'd that dude from before go?
I think I know.
Oh, he's a ghost. He dead. Dang.
No, it can't be.
I'm afraid so. He's no longer with us, but we've at least found his resting place. That's some comfort.
Man.
What? No, that's impossible.
We all stood before a grave, created 15 years ago in the wake of a terrible calamity. Carved on the back were the names of the deceased. And there, in the middle of them all, was the name of Malfira's beloved. I wrapped the blanket around the stone, tying it securely so the harsh desert environs wouldn't steal it, like it stole the lives of these scholars. Maybe it would at least
So that
keep
happened
their
15
memory
years
warm.
ago. Okay.
Malfira put her heart and soul into this blanket. Take care of it, okay?
Interesting. So if it was 15 years ago, how does, like, she know of, like, an Airbus? Or was, like, there, like, a every year at a certain time an Airbus would come and, like, he kept missing it? And that's why she was like, oh, it's this time, surely he's coming on it. Oh, you didn't arrive. But it's gotta be, like, something about, like, she's kind of... She knows, but she's pretending not to know. She's, like, lied to herself for so long that she
When I
kind of
returned to
believes it
Sweet
now.
Hollow, Malfira's voice was shaky.
Is he okay?
I couldn't face her as I struggled out a response. He's fine. He said the survey was taking longer than expected, that it's going to be a while before he can join you.
Oh, thank goodness. I was starting to fear the worst.
She was relieved. I was crushed. But how could I bring myself to tell her the truth? He said thanks for the blanket, that he'll never feel cold again.
Of course he won't. We made sure of that by retrieving the silk from Fondom.
Malfira's joy was contagious, but I still had to force myself to smile. I'm not sure if my act was convincing, but I knew, more than anything, that I didn't want to show her how sad I truly was. When her own grin softened, I knew my ruse had failed. If anything, my glaring lies had only cast a light on the truth she'd buried deep in her mind.
Yeah, she knew.
Oh, I can't thank you enough for delivering the blanket. I knew I couldn't rest until it was safely in his arms.
It clicked. Malfira knew what she was. She knew what I was. Hearing the sorrow evaporate entirely from her voice confirmed it. But now nothing bound her to the world, and she began to fade, like mist.
Oh, she
in the
was a
morning
ghost?
light. I watched, tears in my eyes, as the contours of her form blurred into abstraction.
I mean, that makes the
Somewhere
15
deep
cents
down,
make more sense.
I knew I had died. It was the day he left for Dolly. I'm not sure what happened, but I just had to wait for him, hoping he would come sit next to me one more time. I've held on to that hope for what seems like an eternity.
Malfira, I'm sorry. I feel like I lied to you.
Oh, hush now. I bent the truth too, didn't I? I was glad for your company. Happy to have someone to chat with.
Malfira brought her hands to her chest and looked up to the infinite blue stretching above us.
Do you think he liked the blanket? Do you think he's warm now?
He was overjoyed. You found the best thread, stitched away in the sun, and poured your love into it. How could he not be? She smiled her last to me, more genuine and placid than ever before. Before we went to Dolly, I wanted to confirm my suspicions about Malfira. I checked with an airship engineer about airbuses to the desert.
Dolly? No liner's been out that way for about 15 years now, on account of what happened and all.
He explained that the last ship to
makes
Dolly
sense.
was filled with scholars and their families, leaving on a journey from which they'd never return. But 15 years. She'd been waiting 15 years to deliver her gift. I knew her isolation. I wouldn't let her wait any longer.
But then how did she die? Because if she died on, like, they didn't see her name on the grave, so she obviously was in town. But then how did she die in town? I mean, I guess maybe they're a lot older than they appear now. Their ghost forms taken on a younger self, maybe? And they were actually a lot older during that? Doesn't feel right, though. I don't know, just that aspect of the story ain't making sense to me. What killed her? She just died of I mean, I guess maybe she just died of a random accident, but that, I don't know, that part's just a little eh. I don't know, maybe it'll be explained? Maybe? We got one last bit.
Before I was ready to part ways with Malfira for good, I decided I needed to build a new grave for her and her beloved in Dolly. I realized that she had been right. With both sand and chill nipping at your skin, the desert nights really were cold and unfriendly. Wrapping the blanket around the new gravestone, I looked up at the full moon and saw 2 shooting stars falling through the night sky like tears down a cheek. And I knew, despite the chill, this was the perfect resting place. I turned to my pets. It's okay now. They'll never be apart again.
I have more questions. That just, like, how are they together now? Like, I mean, I guess in spirit? Because, I mean, their bodies clearly aren't both there. I doubt she dug up the man's body in that grave. Assuming it was even in that grave. It might just be, like, kind of like a memorial type grave where they're not actually buried there, but it's just there for memorial for them. I don't know. Yeah, that bit... That one aspect just doesn't click with me. How did she die? Why was she a ghost? Because she was young. Let's say she's that young 15 years ago. Like, I would assume the ghost form would be her 15 years ago, or maybe 10 years ago. Maybe she died a little, maybe it was a little bit of time. Like, not... No, she said it was the day of. What the frick happens the day of? And then something happens and Dolly and he... Or... But then her name's not on the gravestone. I feel like if she, like, went with him and they both died there, they would have pointed out the fact that both of their names are on the gravestone, and the fact that she made a new grave with both of their names on it kind of shows that that wasn't the case. Like, I mean, the guy dying makes sense. Some disaster in the desert. Understandable. What the frick happened in the city? The day of. And did he not get... Did he... I mean, this aspect doesn't change anything, but did the guy get word of that happening or not? I don't... I'm left confused. But oh well. It's fine. I'm gonna give the Bahamut quest one more go. I'll give it one more go right now. And if we don't get it, we don't get it. By like one more go, I mean it'll be like 5 attempts, but...
Come to view the request?
Yeah, we'll see if I can get a fight in. If not, we'll just end. I mean, I could do a quick quest, but
What do you think?
I would feel obligated to do 5 more if I did a quick, or not 5 more, 2 more if I did a quick quest just to get the ticket. It's like if I'm this close, I might as well go all the way, right? Alright, come on. Come on. Peoples, be online, please. Please. That are 3 people do a quick quest. That have this quest unlocked. So I'm pretty sure quick quests will just look for anyone that's matchmaking that is available. That all the people that it could find 3 other people to quick quest into it. Come on. Please. The thing is, you know before, like, the game actually tells you if you've connected with someone, the little ready, the bit on the right side that says ready, I mean, it might not be as seeable for you guys, because the screen's a little smaller for you there, but it says ready, and then it'll say 1 out of 1. As soon as it finds anyone, that thing will turn to 1 out of 4. like as soon as it finds a group, before it like actually finishes the matchmaking, but it's like it found 3 other people for me to play with, and is matching me with them. But that one will immediately turn into a 4 when it found them, so I know. Which means I know right now we haven't found crap. Freaking hell. Yeah, I will say, like, because I think one of the best games to compare this game's endgame to would probably be Monster Hunter, because it very gets close to Monster Hunter endgame when you compare them to. It's just this game's a little more quicker fights than Monster Hunter would have, but I just feel they don't have enough gear grind at the end. They don't have like enough options you can do otherwise. It's just the gear grind in this game is random RNG items, which isn't fun to grind for all of them. Like once you got like enough a decent amount of sigils to do what you would normally want with a character, you only need like one character and you'll just move them across each character and stuff. What Monster Hunter I'd say does better is because it has it as armor, the armor set, and then the weapon that is like tied to like a certain monster. It makes you, even if you like say got the best gear in the game for like a weapon, you're gonna want to get the best gear for every weapon at some point. Like, I mean, not everyone's gonna, but like it gives you like some people that want to continue with the game and not just monotonously do the same thing over again just to do a fight. You have stuff you could still grind for. We found people. We found people. Let's go. It's about time. Yeah, I feel with Monster Hunter having more that you grind for than just the weapon, you're grinding the actual like armor as well, which is like 5 separate pieces. And you make the weapon, and then, I mean, there's also decorations you farm for. You need the freaking I forget what it's called, the talisman? Whatever. I mean, there's some randomness with the decorations and talisman, I think. At least I know in Rise. I think there's RNG in World too. I haven't gotten too deep into World, I think, to know for sure. Ah, frick. Let's not be where those things are pointing. Oh, there is a reason to use these cannons? I should have been charging an attack there. That would have been the wise thing to do. Ow! Oh, frick. It's me. I am not liking the damage of this team. I'm worried.
You can lead the pack any day. Thank you.
I did that too quickly. Okay. I'm not sure if the damage is good. We're fine. It's just a big giant shot at the ship. The ship's fine too. See, we're good. This is fine. Hit me.
The mastery of the whip is impressive. No better way to teach discipline. You're good at this.
Ooh, yes. Look at that perfect dodge. Let's go. That's not fun. Is this one?
Right.
Can't lose focus. I hear you.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure of the timings for all the chain attacks. Okay, good. They did that. So now we wait.
Bring them fury.
I guess we'll do a full burst now. Actually, our damage is really good. We can do a full. We can do a full burst now. Why was our damage met earlier? Okay, I think the Sandalphon was holding back at the start. Yeah, we skipped a whole segment of the fight. We did that much damage. We skipped a segment of the fight. Okay, did I get a weapon? Oh!
Let's observe the situation.
Back to basics. Let's see.
Well then, back to training.
What weapon? No, well, which one? What characters did I get? Balma. Where's the Balma? Whose is that? Whose weapon did I get, game? Siegfried's. Okay. I mean, that's cool. But, like... I'm not using Are you done reviewing quests? Oh, wait. They want to repeat. I'm down. Hell yeah, I'll repeat. Okay, I'll go with this a couple times. If we're gonna keep doing this, like with this team, I'm down.
The first step decides the course of battle. The butterfly emerges. You're okay. Playing on the roof. You touched that easy stuff.
Is the Sandalphon able to actually attack Bahamut? Is that what he's doing?
No way out.
I will. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm not needed. One over here. Oh. Alright, come here, boy. Time for us to beat you up. It's really hard to get my combo timing right when I'm that tiny on the screen. Time to run. This is fine.
Well done.
Right? You did well. You too.
Ow. Is he gonna come back? Oh. Okay, cool. Give me back control.
A dazzling display of sorts.
It must be done.
Alright, I'm getting the good combo. I'm in the zone. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I missed. The last hit missed. It freaking missed.
All is swept away. The final hit.
Show no quarter.
Ascension!
There we go. We killed him again. You don't even get to see the next part. We're not even allowing it. We don't need to see it. We kill him fast. I do like that color palette for Ferry. That's a really cute looking color palette. Like, look at it. It's so cute. I mean, it's practically what my color palette is too, but on Ferry. It's a very cute look though. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. I wasn't actually looking at the drops a second, so I'll have to wait till here. We get a weapon this time? I doubt it. There's no way we got back-to-back weapon. Yeah. Are we going again? Are we going again? Are we going again? I found my farm. We farming, boys. Yeah. Just you know, it's like, oh yeah, we'll just do one, you know, just for the end of the stream, it'll be fine.
All rivers lead to the sea.
You'll regret this.
The butterfly emerges. Hero.
That was a mistake. I freaking missed!
The pond settles.
Probably gonna be something I need to hit, right? Yeah, the Sandalphon is so hard carrying us.
We do seem to have a special connection.
Get back here. Get back here. Frick you. All the bros only got one to play. Rest be ghosting. Unfortunate. I missed the counter. I missed the counter. I am upset.
By time or scale. The clouds clear. We must ever aspire to greater
I missed the perfect dodge. Probably just unexpectedly got busy, honestly. I assume that's probably what happened. The targeting screwed me. Oh wait, I was on the right.
Your mastery of the whip is impressive. No better way to teach discipline.
Did after Darbea complimented Ferry's whip skill, did Ferry literally just say no better way to teach discipline? Bro, Ferry, what do you do with that whip? What else do you do with that whip? I got questions. I have a lot of questions right now.
Big sister defense. Butterfly effect. Moonrise. Hands of the pink petals.
Show no quarter.
Ascension.
There we go. Social credit plummeted. Negative 100,000 aura. Oh no. Oh no.
That was awesome. You were awesome. A step closer to true mastery of the blade.
Come on, game.
Coffee to celebrate.
Give me weapon. I believe. I believe in the drops. I don't think the drops gave me a weapon. The drops have failed me. Frickin' hell.
Dust to dust.
Come on, at least give me a female character weapon. Like. Oh, three runs might be good enough. Turning back to monkey. Return to monkey. No weapon. Sag. Very sag. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm sorry, team. You guys were great, though. But I kind of gotta wrap up. It'd be 11:30 at night. I don't really want to go to stream till 12. I kind of need to head to bed sort of soonish. So yeah. But it was fun though, you know. Stream. I mean, not too active of a stream, honestly, but you know, it was fun getting through like story progress and just a little bit of chatting here and there. Oh, still good. Yeah, so now I need to just make sure I build my Eugen. I'll probably prep up a couple other characters and then do their fate episodes some other stream. I just don't want to not have like a character decently built and then land in another situation like Narmea where you don't get a team. Got them points. So how many are you at right now? How many did you get for like lurking this most of this stream? Or were you like lurking on the stream, I'm guessing, most of the time? I assume that's what you've been doing. Farming them points. There's a save, right? Yeah, there we go. Boom. At least we got one Bahamut weapon. The more I get, I think the more... I don't think it can give me dupes. So I think next time I get a Bahamut weapon, then it's guaranteed to be a new character every time. So... it means I'm closer to getting it for a character I want, I guess. It'll happen eventually. Sometimes I get an error and wouldn't notice. Actually, hold up. I'm actually going to reboot real quick. I know I just went to title screen, but I'm actually curious what characters I have the Bahamut weapon for. I know I have it for at least one other character. Mastery should be a good way to check. I go here and then go to the bottom. I should be able to... I have Catalina's. Catalina do seem neat. I do like Catalina, so she could be a fun one to build for. Maybe I'll make a build for her. I have Rock'ems. Not bad, not bad. Don't have Eos. Don't have Eugens. Don't have Lancelots. I have Siegfrieds, because we just got that. Don't have Cagliostros. Don't have Yodahars. Don't have Balsaragas. Don't have Narmeas. Oh, wait, we saw that. We've looped. Got 6k points. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, sadly, none of them are for characters I've built yet, but I could build Catalina. Catalina wouldn't be too bad to build. I'd be fine with that. Maybe she might be my next goal then. So we might make Catalina next. That might be what I do. So we can actually, you know, build a character that has a Bahamut weapon. But yeah. And I hope everyone enjoyed the stream, and I will be doing the collab tomorrow, which will be basically like a little over 12 hours from now. So there'll be that. I'll be playing some Pico Park with friends. I mean, I've already technically played Pico Park and played through it on stream with other group of friends. I mean, I think there is one friend that is from that earlier group as well, so we'll both be playing through it again. But I think one plan we're going to be doing with this group is I might do this group, we'll play through Pico Park, and then there's a sequel that came out. So we might be, after this, if we really enjoyed like the group chemistry and like do want to do it again, we might jump into the second game. It won't be tomorrow we jump into the second game. Just the heads. just gonna put that out there. We're not doing the second game tomorrow. That's not happening at all. There's no way that's happening. But maybe like a week or two or a month later, we could then get that group back together and do the second game that came out. It'd be really cool if we can do that. I hope we can do that, but we'll see. It all depends on if everyone is willing to get it. I mean, maybe not everyone will be, but most of the group will be the same, and we might still do it. Just maybe with like maybe we'll lose a man. We might lose a man, but you know, we might still be able to do it in that case. We'll see. Yeah, hopefully that can happen. I don't know how much the second game costs though. How much does it cost? Pico Park 2 price. It only costs like $10 at most, so and it's currently 10% off right now too, so yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. $10 maximum is not bad whatsoever. I am down with that. I'll buy it. See. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Sweet. Bye-bye.